As men cross the age of 50, something very subtle yet powerful begins to change in the body. Energy that once felt endless starts to fade, workouts don't hit as hard, and recovery seems slower. This isn't just age, it's a gradual decline in testosterone, the hormone that fuels strength, vitality, and confidence. But here's the good news. Science now shows that certain nutrients can support the body to naturally restore hormonal balance. And one of the most overlooked ways to do it is by placing this vitamin under your tongue. Let's talk about vitamin B12, especially the methylcobalamin form. This tiny nutrient plays a huge role in testosterone metabolism, red blood cell formation, and nervous system function. Many men over 50 develop a B12 deficiency because the stomach produces less acid, making it difficult to absorb through food or pills. But when you place a B12 tablet under your tongue, it gets absorbed directly into the bloodstream, skipping the digestive process entirely. This method is called sublingual absorption, and it can dramatically raise your active B12 levels. Now, why does this matter for testosterone? Because low B12 affects energy production in the Leydig cells of your testis, the very cells that make testosterone. Without enough energy at the cellular level, your hormone production slows down. Sublingual B12 helps restore that energy flow, leading to better stamina, sharper focus, and more stable testosterone levels. But there's more to this story. Vitamin D3 and K2 also play major roles. Vitamin D3 acts like a hormone. It binds to receptors in the testes, supporting testosterone synthesis. Studies show that men with higher vitamin D levels often have healthier testosterone profiles. When taken sublingually or in liquid drops under the tongue, it absorbs fast and efficiently. Pairing D3 with K2 ensures that calcium and testosterone metabolism remain balanced, preventing the buildup that can interfere with blood flow and vitality. Still, vitamins alone are not miracles. They work best alongside movement, sunlight, deep sleep, and clean nutrition. A brisk morning walk, strength training twice a week, and high-protein foods rich in zinc and magnesium can amplify the natural testosterone response your body is capable of. So when you think about your vitality after 50, don't chase shortcuts. Think smarter. Your body still has everything it needs to perform, to feel strong, focused, and masculine. It just needs the right tools, and sometimes the most powerful one is a tiny vitamin that melts quietly under your tongue, awakening the energy and drive that's been waiting inside you all along. As men age past the age of 50, subtle yet noticeable changes begin to surface. Energy levels seem to wane, motivation isn't as fiery as before, and that sense of physical and emotional vitality that once felt natural starts to decline. This shift is largely due to a gradual decrease in testosterone, a hormone that has been a silent driver of strength, confidence, mental clarity, and endurance since youth. However, the decline doesn't have to be permanent or accepted as inevitable. The human body is remarkably adaptive, and with the right nutrients, habits, and understanding, you can support your natural testosterone production and reignite your vitality even in your 50s and beyond. One of the most effective ways to do that involves something surprisingly simple: placing a specific vitamin under your tongue. The vitamin in question is vitamin B12A, particularly in its methylcobalamin form. This isn't just a supplement for energy, it plays a deep biological role in testosterone metabolism. You see, as men age, the stomach produces less acid, which makes it increasingly difficult to absorb B12 from food or even from traditional pills. As a result, your body's ability to create healthy red blood cells and support hormonal balance begins to weaken. This leads to fatigue, slower recovery, mood swings, and reduced stamina, all symptoms often mistaken as just getting older. The solution isn't more pills, it's smarter absorption. When B12 is taken sublingually or as under the tongue, it bypasses the digestive system entirely and travels directly into your bloodstream through the capillaries beneath your tongue. That means faster, stronger, and more reliable effects. This direct delivery has a profound impact. B12 acts as a cofactor in energy production within your Leydig cells, the very cells in your testes that produce testosterone. When your body has enough B12, these cells function optimally, leading to improved hormone output, better cellular repair, and a noticeable lift in overall vitality. Men who start taking sublingual B12 often report not only higher energy, but also sharper mental focus and renewed motivation, signs that their internal systems are recharging. But the testosterone story doesn't end there. To truly optimize your hormonal health, as vitamin D3 and vitamin K2 should join the routine. Vitamin D3 works almost like a hormone itself. It binds directly to receptors in the testes, signaling the body to maintain healthy testosterone levels. Meanwhile, K2 ensures that calcium stays in balance, improving blood flow and preventing calcification that can interfere with circulation and performance. When taken together, D3 and K2 amplify each other's benefits, creating a powerful environment for hormonal strength and cardiovascular health. Of course, no supplement can outshine lifestyle. Regular strength training, sunlight exposure, restorative sleep, and nutrient-rich foods like eggs, salmon, and leafy greens multiply the benefits of these vitamins. The combination of proper nutrition and sublingual vitamin use becomes a daily ritual of renewal, a message to your body that you're not done thriving, you're rebuilding, recharging, and reawakening. So if you're a man over 50, understand this testosterone doesn't just vanish, it slows because your body's support systems weaken. The power to reignite that flame lies in small, intentional actions. One of the simplest yet most effective is letting a vitamin dissolve quietly under your tongue. A small act that can awaken the strength, focus, and vitality you thought time had taken away. When a man crosses 50, his body begins to undergo transformations that are both physical and emotional. Many notice that the energy they once carried effortlessly now feels harder to summon. Mornings start slower, recovery after activity takes longer, and the enthusiasm that used to fuel life's daily demands begins to dim. At the root of all this often lies a silent biological shift, a gradual decline in testosterone. This hormone is more than just a marker of masculinity, it is the foundation of vitality, confidence, and metabolic strength. When levels drop, everything from your mood to your muscle tone to your motivation can be affected. But what many men don't realize is that the body has built-in mechanisms to restore balance, and with the right support, you can help your system recover. One of the most fascinating discoveries is that certain vitamins, especially when absorbed under the tongue, can make a measurable difference in this natural process. Let's begin with understanding why the GEF under the tongue method, or sublingual absorption, is so effective. The area under your tongue is filled with tiny blood vessels that allow nutrients to pass directly into the bloodstream, skipping the long digestive process. This means that the vitamin isn't broken down by stomach acid or slowed by intestinal absorption. Instead, it enters circulation quickly and in its active form, ready to work where your body needs it most. This process is especially valuable for older men because after 50, the stomach produces less intrinsic factor, a compound needed to absorb many nutrients, including vitamin B12 and vitamin D3. By using the sublingual route, you bypass this age-related barrier and give your body what it truly needs in the way it can best receive it. Vitamin B12 is often the first to be recommended. It helps your cells produce energy, supports your nervous system, and plays a direct role in testosterone metabolism. Without enough B12, your body struggles to maintain red blood cell production, oxygen flow, and overall vitality. But the real connection lies in how this vitamin supports these Leydig cells, the cells responsible for producing testosterone in the tests. When these cells are energized and functioning well, hormone production naturally improves. Sublingual B12 doesn't just fight fatigue, it revitalizes the body at the cellular level, leading to better hormone balance and improved physical drive. Alongside B12, vitamin D3 deserves special attention. This vitamin acts more like a hormone than a nutrient. It interacts directly with testosterone receptors in the body. Research shows that men with adequate vitamin D levels tend to have stronger, more stable testosterone profiles. Taking D3 under the tongue or as liquid drops helps maintain that stability, especially during seasons when sunlight is limited. When paired with your vitamin K2, the benefits are amplified. K2 ensures that calcium is properly used by the body, supporting vascular health and circulation, both essential for optimal performance and stamina. But these vitamins work best when the body is supported through good habits. Regular exercise, particularly resistance training, tells your body that testosterone is still needed and should be produced in greater amounts. Quality sleep allows hormonal repair, and a diet rich in proteins, healthy fats, and minerals like zinc and magnesium enhances the absorption and effectiveness of these vitamins. So the message is clear. Testosterone loss with age is not a permanent decline. It's a signal that the body needs support. By placing these vitamins under your tongue, you're giving your body a direct line to nourishment and hormonal renewal. It's not a shortcut, it's smart biology. A few seconds each morning can slowly rebuild your energy, sharpen your mind, and remind you that vitality is not lost with age. It's simply waiting to be reignited. When we talk about male vitality after 50, the conversation often centers on decline, loss of energy, fading strength, or reduced motivation. But what if we flip that perspective? What if aging wasn't about loss, but about rediscovery? The truth is, your body doesn't stop producing testosterone. It just needs more intelligent support, and one of the simplest, most effective methods is using the right vitamin placed under your tongue to naturally encourage your body to bring testosterone back into balance. The under the tongue or sublingual method isn't new, but it's finally being recognized as one of the smartest ways to deliver key nutrients directly into the bloodstream, where they can actually make a difference. At the center of this discussion is vitamin B12s, particularly the methylcobalamin form. For decades, B12 has been known for its role in energy metabolism and nerve function, but what many people don't realize is how closely it ties to testosterone production. When B12 levels drop, the body's energy factories, the mitochondria, begin to slow down. This affects not only physical stamina, but also the very cells responsible for producing testosterone, known as the Leydig cells. By using a sublingual form of B12, men over 50 can bypass digestive issues that often prevent absorption and get this vitamin directly into circulation. The result: stronger cellular activity, higher energy levels, and a noticeable improvement in motivation and drive. Another powerful player in the testosterone story is vitamin D3. Often called the sunshine vitamin, D3 is actually a hormone precursor. It helps regulate calcium, bone strength, immune health, and most importantly, testosterone levels. Studies have shown that men with higher vitamin D levels often have better testosterone profiles, improved muscle tone, and enhanced mood. When vitamin D3 is taken under the tongue or in liquid drops, it absorbs quickly, ensuring your body gets what it needs to maintain hormonal stability. This becomes especially important in older men who spend less time outdoors or live in regions with limited sunlight. But D3 works best when paired with vitamin K2. Think of K2 as the traffic controller. It directs calcium where it belongs, keeping it out of the arteries and moving it into the bones. This partnership not only enhances cardiovascular health, but also supports blood flow, a crucial factor in maintaining vitality and performance. When the body's circulation is optimized, hormones travel more efficiently, delivering energy and strength where they're most needed. Of course, no single nutrient can transform health alone. It's the combination of smart supplementation, consistent movement, and balanced living that makes the difference. Resistance training, adequate hydration, quality sleep, and nutrient-rich foods filled with zinc, omega-3s, and magnesium work synergistically with these vitamins. This holistic approach tells your body, I'm still active, I still need energy, I still need strength. So putting this vitamin under your tongue isn't a gimmick. It's a signal to your body that you're not surrendering to age, but partnering with it. You're using science, precision, and consistency to bring back the energy that once defined you. Because even after 50, your best years aren't behind you. They're waiting for you to unlock them, one drop of vitality at a time. As men step into their 50s, many begin to notice changes they never thought would happen so soon. Mornings feel slower, motivation doesn't rise as easily, and even the drive to stay active seems to fade. These aren't random occurrences, they're signals from your body that testosterone levels are shifting. Testosterone isn't just a hormone linked to masculinity, it's a chemical messenger that controls muscle mass, focused stamina, and overall vitality. When its levels drop, it can feel as though the very essence of your strength and energy is slipping away. But here's the truth, this doesn't have to be permanent. Your body still knows how to make testosterone, it just needs the right fuel and delivery system. And that's where one small act, placing a vitamin under your tongue, can make a world of difference. The vitamin we're talking about is vitamin B12, a nutrient essential for healthy red blood cells, brain function, and hormone balance. After 50, your stomach's natural ability to absorb B12 from food or pills significantly decreases. This is because your digestive system produces less acid and intrinsic factor, both needed to extract B12 from what you eat. So even if you're consuming a balanced diet, your body might not be getting enough of it. This leads to chronic fatigue, brain fog, and even mood dips that can make you feel older than you are. By using sublingual B12, or placing it under your tongue, you allow the vitamin to enter your bloodstream directly. This bypasses the digestive system entirely and ensures you get the full potency of this powerful nutrient. When your body finally gets the B12 it needs, something remarkable happens. Your cells begin producing energy more efficiently. These Leydig cells in your testes, the ones responsible for testosterone production, start to perform at their best again. You feel more alert, your recovery after exercise improves, and that inner drive that seemed to be fading slowly starts to return. The benefits go beyond hormones too. B12 enhances nerve health, supports memory, and improves oxygen delivery throughout the body, which translates into better focus and vitality. But for truly optimal testosterone support, vitamin D12 must also be part of the plan. Vitamin D3 behaves like a hormone in itself. It binds to testosterone receptors and directly influences hormone synthesis. Most men are deficient in D3, especially those who spend little time in the sun or live in cooler climates. Taking D3 under the tongue or as drops increases its bioavailability, ensuring your body receives it in its most active form. When paired with vitamin K, the duo works synergistically to maintain proper calcium balance, enhance circulation, and improve overall vascular health, key factors in sustaining stamina and performance. However, vitamins alone are not enough. Think of them as the foundation. Your habits build the house. Combine this supplementation with resistance training, regular walking, proper hydration, and a diet rich in lean proteins and healthy fats. Sleep deeply, manage stress, and limit processed foods. Every small improvement in your daily routine magnifies the impact of these vitamins. So when you place that vitamin under your tongue each morning, remember it's more than a supplement. It's a daily message to your body that you're still in charge, still capable, and still strong. Age doesn't steal vitality, neglect does. With the right nutrients and habits, you can reignite the energy, confidence, and masculinity that define you, not just as a man, but as one who continues to thrive at every age. As the years go by and a man enters his 50s, the body begins to send subtle messages. Energy that once flowed freely starts to fade, mornings feel heavier, and workouts or long days take more time to recover from. Many men accept these changes as a normal part of aging, but in truth, they often trace back to one thing: a gradual decline in testosterone. This hormone has been quietly shaping your vitality, strength, mood, and confidence since your youth. When levels start to dip, life feels slower, weaker, and less exciting, but the solution doesn't always lie in medications or complicated treatments. Sometimes it's as simple as giving your body what it needs in a smarter way by placing a specific vitamin under your tongue and letting it work where it matters most. The science behind this method is straightforward yet powerful. The area beneath your tongue is rich in blood vessels, which means anything absorbed there travels directly into your bloodstream. This process, known as sublingual absorption, bypasses the digestive system entirely, avoiding the breakdown that happens in the stomach. For older men, this is especially important because the stomach produces less acid with age, making it harder to absorb key nutrients like vitamin B12 and vitamin D3. By taking these vitamins under your tongue, you ensure that your body receives their full potency quickly and efficiently, as vitamin B12, particularly in its methylcobalamin form, plays a crucial role in this process. It fuels energy production at the cellular level and supports the function of the Leydig cells, the testosterone-producing powerhouses in your testes. Without adequate B12, these cells can't perform optimally, leading to lower testosterone and reduced vitality. When B12 is absorbed sublingually, men often experience a resurgence in stamina, sharper mental focus, and improved mood. It's not a stimulant, it's nourishment at the deepest level, helping your body restore balance naturally. Alongside B12, as vitamin D3 deserves just as much attention. Often referred to as the sun hormone, D3 doesn't just build bones, it influences hundreds of biological functions, including testosterone synthesis. Men with higher D3 levels tend to have better muscle tone, higher libido, and improved overall energy. Because D3 receptors are found in the testes, maintaining adequate levels ensures the hormonal system works at its best. Pairing D3 with vitamin K2 makes it even more effective. K2 helps direct calcium to the right places into your bones and away from your arteries, improving blood circulation and supporting heart health, which is essential for performance and endurance. However, no supplement can work in isolation. Think of these vitamins as the spark. Your lifestyle is the fuel. Incorporating regular strength training, staying active, eating foods rich in zinc, magnesium, and healthy fats, and prioritizing quality sleep all amplify the effects of sublingual vitamins. When combined, these actions create a natural feedback loop that tells your body it's time to thrive again. So, when you take a few seconds to let that small vitamin dissolve under your tongue, realize that it's not just another routine. It's a signal of renewal. It's a way of telling your body that you still care about its power, its energy, and its purpose. Aging doesn't have to mean slowing down. It can mean growing stronger, wiser, and more alive. And sometimes it all begins with one small vitamin under your tongue. Reaching the age of 50 is often seen as a turning point, a time to reflect on achievements, family, and the life you've built. Yet, for many men, it's also a period when subtle shifts in health begin to appear. The same energy that once felt unstoppable now fluctuates. Workouts don't feel as powerful, recovery takes longer, and even mental focus can seem a bit clouded. What's happening isn't simply getting older. It's largely connected to a natural decline in testosterone, the hormone responsible for maintaining muscle strength, drive, and confidence. But here's the truth: this decline doesn't have to define you. Your body still holds the power to restore balance, and one of the simplest, science-backed ways to help it do that is by placing a key vitamin under your tongue. This approach is based on sublingual absorption, a method that allows vitamins to enter your bloodstream directly through the tiny blood vessels under your tongue. This bypasses the digestive system, where many nutrients get lost or broken down before your body can use them. As men age, the stomach produces less acid and intrinsic factor, making nutrient absorption less efficient. That's why a vitamin taken under the tongue often delivers faster, more potent results. And among all the nutrients that support men's health, vitamin D3, xanthousins, and vitamin K2 stand out as some of the most effective for testosterone support, energy production, and vitality. Vitamin B12, particularly the methylcobalamin form, is a game changer. It supports red blood cell production, boosts cellular energy, and keeps the nervous system functioning smoothly. More importantly, it powers the Leydig cells in your testis, the very cells that produce testosterone. When your body lacks B12, these cells can't function optimally, leading to sluggish hormone production, fatigue, and even low mood. By taking B12 under your tongue, you deliver it directly into the bloodstream, giving your body an immediate supply of this vital nutrient. Within weeks, many men report sharper focus, steadier energy throughout the day, and a subtle but powerful sense of drive returning. But testosterone health is not built on one vitamin alone. As vitamin D3 plays a leading role too, it acts like a hormone and influences testosterone production directly by binding to receptors in the reproductive organs. Studies have shown that men with higher D3 levels have stronger, more stable testosterone profiles. Since most people, especially older men, don't get enough sun exposure, sublingual or liquid D3 supplements are a smart way to restore balance. Paired with the vitamin K2, it becomes even more powerful. K2 ensures calcium is properly distributed, keeping your arteries clear and your blood flowing efficiently, an often overlooked key to stamina and performance. Of course, vitamins work best when combined with the right lifestyle habits. Regular strength training, protein-rich foods, healthy fats, and sufficient sleep all amplify the effects of these nutrients. Reducing stress and staying hydrated further optimize hormonal balance. It's not about chasing youth, it's about supporting your body intelligently so it can do what it's always been capable of. So each time you place that small vitamin under your tongue, understand that you're doing more than supplementing. You're awakening your body's natural strength. You're reminding your system how to perform at its best. You're proving that age isn't the end of vitality, it's the beginning of mastering it. So, as we close this discussion, remember that age is not a barrier, it's simply a reminder to take better care of the incredible body you've been given. Your strength, confidence, and vitality don't have an expiration date, they only fade when you stop giving your body the tools it needs to thrive. By placing that simple vitamin under your tongue each morning, you're doing more than following a trend. You're taking control of your health, your hormones, and your energy from the inside out. This small daily act is a declaration that you refuse to surrender to fatigue, weakness, or the myth that growing older means growing weaker. With consistency, balanced nutrition, movement, and rest, your body can perform better than you ever imagined, even beyond 50. It's never too late to restore what time has taken, to rebuild strength, and to feel alive again. So don't wait for another season or another year. Start now. Let that tiny vitamin remind you each day that you're still capable, still powerful, and still very much in your prime. Your journey toward renewed testosterone energy and confidence begins with one small step. And it starts right under your tongue.